Now shifting our focus to Maharashtra, after the Election Commission allotted Shiv Sena's name and symbol to the Shinde faction, Eknath Shinde camp files caveat before the Supreme Court. Now this comes as the Uddhav Thackeray camp is likely to approach the top court on February 20th. Caveat seeks that no ex parte orders shall be passed in this case without hearing their side. After the Election Commission actually passes the party, after the Election Commission passes the party symbol and also the name to the Shinde faction, Uddhav Thackeray decides to move to the top court. Now, to give us more inputs on this, here I'm joined by Harish on the phone line. Harish, a very good morning. And we saw that the Election Commission passed a very important decision on Friday. They passed the party symbol and name and called the Shinde faction as the real Shiv Sena. And right now we are seeing that the other faction is agitated by this and they are moving to the top court. Meanwhile, the Shinde faction has urged the Supreme Court to hear their plea as well. But what's more input are we getting on this report? Over to you, Harish.
Yes, good morning. As you rightly said, the battle over the symbol is all set to shift to the Supreme Court, where already several pleas filed by both sides relating to dislodging of the Uddhav government and formation of a government by Shinde with the help of BJP is already pending. Uddhav Thackeray is likely to file an appeal in Supreme Court challenging the Election Commission decision tomorrow. In the meanwhile, as you rightly put, Eknath Shinde camp has filed a caveat amid orders of the Election Commission of India giving bow and arrow symbol to them. Caveat seeks that no ex parte orders shall be passed in this case without hearing the side. This comes amid the reports that Uddhav faction is set to approach Supreme Court challenging the ECI move. Caveat essentially means an application filed by a party which says no order shall be passed by the court without hearing us. Remember, the Election Commission on Friday recognized the faction led by Eknath Shinde as the real Sena and allotted it the bow and arrow symbol. And in the 78-page, very significant order, the Election Commission had said that 40 MLAs backing Shinde got nearly 76% of the votes polled in favor of 55 or the 55 candidates who had their seats in the 2019 Assembly polls. On the other hand, Uddhav faction 15 MLAs just had 23.5% of the votes polled. The Election Commission also noted that 13 MPs of this Shinde faction got 73% of the total votes cast in the Sena's favor in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, while only 27% of the votes went to MPs from the Thackeray camp. The party had split in June after Shinde and a group of party MLAs rebelled. So now all eyes on the Supreme Court as the Uddhav faction is expected to move the top court challenging the Election Commission's decision on symbol in favor of Shinde faction.
All right, Harish, thanks a lot for joining us with all those important details. Now, after